Finally, Platano has come back to YouTube. Now, I kind of did that last time when I first returned. It's getting kind of old. Mr. Platano Man 1989 is finally back to YouTube, and I will be posting videos as often as I can. I will be busy with work, the ladies, and everything else, but I will continue to watch wrestling, I will continue to reply to your comments, and I will continue to update my YouTube. Now, people again are wondering what happened to me. Last time I made a really dramatic video explaining my disappearance. It's the top of my favorites, I believe. It's called Where is Mr. Platano Man? I was missing. But this time, I wanted to do another dramatic video, and I had some ideas going around. I started even shooting stuff. But you know what? Honestly, it's only going to delay my return, because then I'm going to have to edit the video and this and this and that. Fuck that. Alright, that's the last time I'm gonna curse in this new era of my channel. I don't want to curse anymore. I really don't. You know, I work with kids, and kids watch my videos sometimes. I don't know how they find it. They're like stalkers or something. But the only reason I'm talking in such a high energy is because I'm excited to be back. I miss you guys. I miss listening to the comments, etc., etc., etc. Now, a lot of stuff has been going on in wrestling since I last made my video. The last time I had oh wait, I forgot to explain what happened. Basically, simply, they cut my internet. I know some of you guys are thinking, wow, what a bummy Platano. You know what? The truth is that, honestly, I pay all the bills here. This is my house. I live by myself. I'm not gonna, you know, if I have to make some cuts here and there, I'm not gonna cut food out the picture. I'm not gonna cut this or that. The internet had to go. Hey, it had to go. Whenever I get the money, I'll pay it. This and that. Plain and simple. So, obviously I paid it. That's why I'm here. And, yeah, so a lot of stuff has been going on since I've been gone. Now, like the whole Jeff Jarrett stuff, Monday Night Raw, and their whole every week celebrity thing, Vince Russo creatively controlling TNA, the Raka Khan and Kurt Angle thing from last week, a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to begin. I think I'm just gonna make videos, like a video titled WWE, and I talk about WWE, how I feel about it at the moment. A video titled TNA, and I talk about TNA and ROH and stuff, even though I don't really watch ROH. And it's not because it's a bad product, it's just I don't have the channel, and for me to go out my way to look through it. I know some of you guys are telling me that it's worth it because of how good the product is, but if it gets easier for me to, I know they have a YouTube ROH Brazil, I believe, but I don't have the time to sit down and watch it at certain times. I don't know. I have to try to figure out something, because I really want to get into the product and follow it. Now, real quick, let me just talk about different things. Monday Night Raw, their whole celebrity every week thing. At first, it looked like a cheap way to make the fans happy after the whole Donald Trump thing fell apart. And at first, you know, and I find it entertaining. I like it, I do. But it's like the beginning of Raw every week, the first 30 minutes revolves around, or first 15 minutes, sorry, revolves around them introducing the celebrity and building up whatever the main event of the night will be and all this stuff. And honestly, I miss the days where it's just the storylines revolve around the storylines, like pre-WrestleMania build-ups and stuff. Not that, you know, the celebrity every week has so much time. Of course, he's supposed to. That's the theme of the show. But I really hope when it does end, it ends and they start to move on. But another reason why I'm tolerating it is because SmackDown is the complete opposite. SmackDown has become a really great show. Straight up, you know, wrestling and storylines for the wrestlers, not storylines for the celebrities and people that are only going to be there for 1 week and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Another Monday night, but I've been enjoying Monday Night Raw, I'm not gonna lie. I love Randy Orton, I still do. I was kind of disappointed the way they brought back Shawn Michaels, because I kind of made a video about this earlier, that it's going to be interesting to see how they bring back Shawn Michaels and Taker. And I was kind of disappointed that apparently he was working at a restaurant or something. I found it entertaining, but I was kind of disappointed. I wanted him to come back and talk about that match where Undertaker pushed him to the limit and he still failed, that he's thinking his career over and he doesn't know how much he's going to go on longer. And then from there, just feud with different people from his past, or feud with younger talent or something, all building up to his last match at WrestleMania. Now, this whole thing with Bryan Danielson signing with WWE, I ain't never seen the guy wrestle a single match. Hear a lot of good stuff about him. The only thing I have to say about this is that it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of unfortunate because even though it's a great honor that WWE is picking these guys that were just working, like, you know, look at the push CM Punk is getting, and just a couple years ago he was in the indies or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I'm happy for all those workers, but it makes ROH, if this continues to happen, if they continue to just grab talent like that, it makes ROH look like a developmental territory, or the indies and stuff like that. And I know that they want a more indie feel than a mainstream feel, but I just really hope that ROH wants to grow. I know they like to keep their own fan base, and they're scared of what might happen if they grow even more because of stuff like what happened with WCW and the TV contracts and this and that and being sold out. But all I know is that it makes it look like if it's a developmental territory, like if there's only so much, you can only be in ROH for so long, and then you graduate to the bigger leagues. And I don't know, ROH needs to think about growing. See, some people can say what they want about TNA, and of course it's not as mainstream as WWE, but it is a growing process. Even if the show is bad, the wrestlers this, and the young talent's not getting over, it still continues to grow and grow, and who knows where it'll be in 5 years. Now, I'm glad that TNA signed a 3-year contract with Spike TV, and I was just reading today Dixie Carter's comments on it. It looks like they're going to try to have a TV show on another network, which more TNA, the better, more exposure, different audiences, everything. I'm a big fan. And TNA continues, or had a streak of beating Monday Night Raw on the UK, but I understand that the Raw airs in the UK like at 2 a.m. in the morning or something like that, and it's not as accessible. Yeah, that's true, but hey, either way it beats it. It's at least a good feat. People are watching, you know what I mean? It's a good, you can't take that away from them, even though it's true that it's not as accessible as Monday Night Raw. I mean, it's not as accessible, Raw is not as accessible as TNA is. Now, TNA, when this whole thing happened with, first of all, Slammiversary, I loved it. I'm sorry, I know it's such a long ago pay-per-view, but I didn't get to talk about it because I was gone already. Ever since Russo has taken over, I like the pacing of the show better. Seems like we have more matches, and matches that actually mean something, like actually have some build-up towards future stuff, instead of the old TNA way that it was like random booking and random opponents. I like that style too, but I don't know, this way feels more organized, the way it's been these last few weeks. Like even tonight, it's going to be Suicide and Daniels versus D'Angelo De Niro and Samoa Joe, and these are people that are feuding right now. And WWE does that, but TNA never really did that. So I'm really liking a lot of the storylines that are going in TNA. Matt Morgan, I think he's really proven himself. And Dixie just said it today that the next year of TNA is just putting the young talent over. We got Hernandez, Beer Money, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. So many people that are being pushed right now as main contenders, and this is the future, Kurt Angle, I never thought that they should suspend him or drop him or nothing, because I know Raka Khan has some history. She's a crazy ass bitch, like that thing that happened with Roxy and all this stuff. I never really liked Raka Khan, so when I heard the story, I believed Kurt Angle off the bat, and it looks like TNA did too. And yeah, Bobby Lashley, I'm loving the way they're using him. So far, he's gonna wrestle Saturday in the house show, so that's great. I thought he was gonna be like I don't want to get hurt and all this stuff to work house shows, but hey, he's working house shows. So, and I think that's also good because it makes him practice. It helps him practice on his ring rust, if any at all. We'll just have to wait and see. As for possible Bound for Glory card, I hope we get Sting versus AJ, Kurt Angle versus Lashley. A couple matches like that. But the thing with Kurt Angle versus Lashley, I don't want it to be for the title. So questions: should Kurt Angle lose the title between now and Bound for Glory? I don't know. Maybe the title should end up vacant, and then at Bound for Glory, the main event, it's AJ versus somebody for the title, and whoever gets it is the new champion. Anyways, I'm running out of time here. I just wanted to say I'm back, and I'm going to be posting stuff often. I'm going to try to review tonight's episode of TNA Impact. I'm going to try to review SmackDown. I'm just going to try to be on top of it all. Mr. Platano Man 1989 is back. Any questions that you have about stuff that's been happening in the last few months or whatever the case, any recent, just put it in the comments and I'll try to get back at you or whatever. And if you want to add me on AIM, it's Mr. Platano Man 1989, just like my name. Now, if you write to me and I don't write back, don't be like, oh, he's an asshole. You know, if I didn't write back, it's because I was busy or I fell asleep. I always fall asleep on AIM. Anyways, I'm back. Hit me up on AIM. Add the MySpace. I don't know what else to say. Mr. Platano Man 1989, glad to be back. I love wrestling. Oh, I'm gonna be at Raw November 16. Yeah, I never got to see WWE perform, so I'm real hyped for that. I can't wait. November 16, Monday Night Raw, Madison Square Garden. Mr. Platano Man 1989, out. Whatever the hell that meant.